So let's talk about output. So far, we've been outputting to the console. Let me just run this quickly. We've been outputting to the console. I'm your teacher. I'm your teacher. Hello world. I'm Reza. We've noticed that it goes top to bottom, one line at a time. Eventually, we'll get to other types of outputs where we do graphical, we'll do outputting to a server, outputting to a database, outputting to whatever. But for now, we're going to stick to our console until we learn enough that we go forward. Later on, we'll learn about graphics, and as we go along, we'll learn other stuff. But while we're typing these outputs, in this case, Println, there's two outputs I want you to know, and there's many others, but we're going to ignore them. There's two outputs we're going to learn right now so that we could do our work more conveniently. The first one is Println, as you see here, which prints something and then goes to the next line. And another one we're going to learn, and I think it's this one. No, this is not what I want. The other one we're going to learn is print. In the case of print, we're going to print Yahoo. I'm going to show you first the end result, and we'll talk about it. The difference between Println, if you notice Yahoo, the difference between print and Println is print will not go to the next line after printing the whatever is in between those curly braces, curly parentheses. Whatever's in between those parentheses, it's not going to the next line. Println, on the other hand, will print you the line, so it will print hello world, and afterwards it will bring the, I don't know the word for this, but the cursor, it will bring the cursor into the next line. So it's waiting at the next line for the next statement, as you could see here. So notice that I am your teacher. After it prints that, it will bring it to the next line. Hello world, after that, it will bring it to the next line. In the case of Yahoo, though, it does not bring it to the next line because it's just a print. So in this case, the cursor is waiting here right after Yahoo, and then we print I am Reza. So notice that the I is actually sticking to the Yahoo because there was no space before the I or after the O. So this is problematic because we're making mistakes on our output to our user, right? But these are the two ways that we're going to utilize for now to output to the screen. So we have system.outprint and system.outprintln. There are other ways, but we're going to focus on these two. In the future videos, we're going to talk about other things that we could print in them, but for now, this is great. And if ever we wanted to just go to a new line, we could also just do a system.outprintln without anything inside the parentheses. That would mean just go to the next line. So notice after Yahoo, we're going to the next line. Yahoo, and then just go to the next line. I could also multiply this line many times, in this case 3 times, to get 3 lines, well, 2 lines of nothingness. So notice here, I have empty line, 2 empty lines, right? Why is it 2 and not 3? Well, because at the end of Yahoo, we went to the next line. Then add that new line, we went to a new line. Add that new line, we went to a new line. And lastly, add that new line, we printed I'm Reza, and then we went to the next line. Notice that here, there's an empty line not being used. So notice if I do system.out and we do a print end of line, you'll notice that now, before the process finished, is going to show us end of line rather than an empty line. Okay, so it's important to understand how to output because our interaction with our user is key and essential to everything we're going to be doing. See you guys in the next video.